Hello. Yeah. Namaskar. I welcome you all to a very interesting program where we're going to share best practices adopted by different countries for the economic practices adopted by different countries for the economic empowerment of the women. And we start a program by welcoming our esteemed guests. First of all, I invite Mrs. Ritu Vadera to come and Ms. Ritu Vadera is a governing body member, and we invite her to give green certificate and memento to His Excellency, Mr. Bernhard Brauwetz, Honorable Ambassador of Austria.
Flo, we don't give a bouquet, we plant a tree in your name. So you can go online and see the progress of the tree.
Thank you, Ritu.
Sundarbans.
Oh. Now invite Ms. Jayanti Dalmia, governing body member, to give green certificate and memento to His Excellency Mr. Thorir Ibsen, Honorable Ambassador of Iceland. Thank you, Jayanti.
Get this little name scroll made.
Huh? Now I invite
scroll made with your name, meaning of your name.
Now I invite Vasvi Bharatram, a Vice President, to give green certificate and memento to His Excellency Mr. Lorenzo Angeloni, Honorable Ambassador of Italy.
Give a token of appreciation to Saloni Mehta for organizing this program. Saloni.
Thank you, Archana, for the honor. Now invite Ma'am Ritu Das to come and give memento and green certificate to Jayanti Dalmia.
As host of today's
she's
lunch.
She's a co-host for the lunch today. Thank you. Thank you, Ritu. Now I invite our Dynamic Flow President, Ashna Grodia Gupta, to give a welcome address. Thank
you. Good morning, friends, members on the dais, and our friends from the media. Your Excellencies, I'm privileged to welcome you all. Thank you very much for joining us. Our members would be honored to hear your views and obtain a global perspective on the emerging role of women with special reference to your countries. It will be a great learning opportunity for us because each country has evolved its own special mechanisms to empower women, and whatever we can learn from it and try and adopt in our country, it would be a great privilege. Flo realizes that women's participation in the political and economic activities of a society enriches the fabric of a nation. I think we are expecting the next demographic dividend, especially in countries with low birth rates. The next demographic dividend and the next source of workforce is going to be the women, who are definitely underutilized in most countries. And also it is well established that especially in developing countries where the issue is maybe not the demographic dividend that you're looking at, but when women are earning and when they spend the money, they spend a much higher amount on children's education, nutrition, etc. So there is a great buildup of social capital when women are earning and spending, and it's in gender theory, it's called the double dividend that you get when you empower women, economically empower women. For the benefit of our speakers, FLOW is the oldest chamber for women in the South Asia region, and it was founded in 1983, 32 years. We have 5,000 members with 13 chapters, and FLOW works for, our mission is economic empowerment of women, and we work at various levels. One is, of course, at the policy level, where we try and influence government policy in favor of gender equality. We are working strongly in a women corporate directors program, because now the Indian government has also taken out a regulation that companies above a certain size need to have at least one woman corporate directors, and most of them are getting fined because they can't seem to find the one. So we are in collaboration with KPMG training and identifying women directors and suggesting them to companies for their recruitment. In most of Europe, the regulation is now 30%, which is our next objective, which we are working at. At the mid-level, we have set up Swayam, which is a consultancy and mentorship cell for any woman who wants to set up a business or who wants to increase her business. In Swayam, FLOW members have offered themselves as mentors in the different industry verticals, as well as in professional capacities like CAs, lawyers, etc. Besides that, we have tied up with State Bank of India for giving collateral-free loans to women, with SIDBI for venture capital funding, with World Trade Center for free space and discounted space, with NSIC, National Small Industries Corporation, for training programs and raw material funding, and with various IILM and Amity universities who are going to offer their technological expertise free of cost. So this is a big program, and we are doing a lot of marketing, and we have many women have already registered for it. So this is there. The second thing we are working at is as part of participating in the national initiative of Make in India, we have asked for women's industrial parks from various governments, where basically women are allotted the land and there's a single window clearance and common facilities. It's not that we're looking for a great discount, but just a simple ease of doing business in those parks. In Hyderabad, we've already been allotted land, and we have in Gujarat and Bangalore, they've earmarked the spaces. And we have, in principle, verbal commitments on part of the chief ministers of Punjab, Haryana, West Bengal, Assam, and Shillong. So we are looking forward to this becoming a movement, so to say, and at least inducting a lot of women in industry ownership, because it's in the small and medium sector, women own less than 2% of the enterprises in India. So this is something that's very important for us. At the grassroots, we are working at skilling women in non-traditional jobs. One of our major initiatives, we've tied up with Maruti to train women as drivers for taxis and buses. So Maruti, in a major CSR commitment, has committed to 1,500 women with at least almost 4 months training, which is a monetary commitment on their part of ₹6 crores. So that's a major thing. And since we've been working at it and we have a couple of hundred women already training, Maruti has taken this up now as one of their major CSR policies, and they're looking to work with other partners as well. So we think at least we have contributed to this movement in this field. So this is something we are very proud of. And we are working, another thing that we do is we talk to various sectors, the large players in various sectors and the skilling councils, and encourage them to increase women employment. One of the sectors we've engaged with is the telecom sector, because we expect, as per Randstad, that's going to generate 4 million jobs in the next 5 years. So we want a good percentage of that to go to women. So we had a program in which Airtel and Mr. Akhil Gupta, who's also the head of Telecom Skilling Council, then Mr. Virat Bhatia of AT&T and SPICE. All of them have committed to employing more women, and NIIT, which does the training, NIIT Foundation. So that's another way which we work. We are also working in other sectors. This is just to give you a brief introduction of what Flow is doing. The other thing we are working at is creating international linkages with chambers in various countries so that we can easily do woman-to-woman business. And we would be very glad to welcome any delegations that we would like to invite you to, arrange for women's delegations to visit India. We'd be glad to host them in Delhi. And so many, we have 15 locations, so wherever they would like to visit. So India, I would also like to introduce. So here we are looking forward to you telling us about your countries. I would like to introduce our guests. His Excellency Mr. Bernhard Wrabetz, Ambassador from Austria. Mr. Wrabetz is currently the Ambassador of Austria to India, Bangladesh, Bhutan, Maldives, Nepal, and Sri Lanka. He is an MPhil in History and French. He has worked with the military service in 1981 to 82. He joined the Diplomatic Academy in 1988 to 90 in Vienna. He has served in many countries, such as Finland and UK.